You know how them dice games go. My homeboy, he was shooting dice. You know, Jordan used to gamble a lot. Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah,
he was in Chicago at the gym.
Okay.
Man, Jordan was out there gambling. My homeboy wanted to get in the game. You know, he getting street money, but he had like 40 G's at home he saved up. This was his everything. And we was like, man, you gotta leave that alone, man. He was like, nah, he went home, got his 40 G's. Long story short, he got in the game. About 10 minutes later, he ain't had nothing. You know how long it took him to just put that up.
Right.
What was you thinking?
Man, that dice, I saw that with Uncle Ray. We got to Vegas. He said, Charlie, I'm feeling quite lucky. You want to win some money? Give it to me, and you'll double. Charlie said, yo, man, check your shots for me. You're working hard, you're killing your show. Take 5 G's, that's you. He said, shit, I'll be giving you this back, brother. So he walked to the dice game. When he left, Charlie was like, yo, who's got a light? Right? I'm looking for a light. Rich is looking for a light. Ray, Uncle Ray, came and said, you still haven't lit that? So I thought you went to play. He says, I lost everything. Bullshit. It's all gone. He said, all 5 now. I was feeling lucky, but I wasn't lucky. No, nigga. I hate this. I hate gambling, man.
Do you want to take your coat off? Or you
I will.
You do that. I'm like, get comfortable.
Get comfortable.
I mean, like, we're all so excited you're here.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I'll tell y'all something, man. This dude right there, I love that dude, man. I love that dude, man. That's a real one right there, man.
All right. So, what up, everybody? Thank you for joining
What's
us
up?
again.
Welcome. Thank you for coming back. Welcome to Freeze Talks. I'm Freeze Law. We have a co-host, good friend, writer extraordinaire, Linda Hamlin-Denton. And guess who the fuck else we got?
What?
Yeah.
You asked.
Corey Holcomb.
Here he is.
What's up,
Hello.
My brother. Man, thank you, homie. You a busy dude, man. You got into town today. If you just said Freeze, I can't make it, I'd have been like, brother, I get that. I know what it's like traveling.
No, it's
But
like,
thank you.
We sometimes you ain't gotta explain it to people, but I know you had this set up, so I'm like, man, I gotta get over there and handle this.
Yo, this is a result of you, man.
Oh, come
How
on,
about
man.
that?
Yeah.
No, it is. I'm dead ass.
You lit the spark.
You are a comedian like me. We comedians, okay? And I was like, man, what is all this podcast shit? All these young motherfuckers doing podcasts. I have a podcast. I want you on my podcast. Like, nigga, podcast.
Right.
What the fuck is that? It's a podcast. Fuck some whales and dolphins. What the fuck? And then Zoe told me that, he says, yo, you know Corey's podcast, 5150. And I was like, 5150? That's the code for crazy. He said, that's the name of his podcast. I was like, really? Corey's doing a podcast? And then he sent me the link. And I heard it, and that the song, when the song came on, I was like, yo, now this is some good shit.
Right.
And then I listened and I saw it, I was like, wow. That's what it is. So for me, it was very inspiring.
Well,
And I thank you,
it's
man.
weird to hear you say that because coincidentally, last week, you know that TV show Mike and Molly? Mm-hmm. The dude who play Mike, he from Milwaukee.
Okay.
No, from the circuit.
Right.
You know, he like, Corey, what's up with that podcast stuff? I'm like, man, come on through the 5150. I was like, you don't have a podcast? He was like, nah, what do you think it's worth it? I was like, what? If you had a podcast, it would be huge. Because he got the gift of gab just like us. You know what I'm saying? And he just he ain't tapped into that.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, please come through my show because everybody know you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what? You know how the entertainment biz. It ain't sweet like everybody think it is.
No.
But if you in people's face, like on this podcast side of the game, it keeps you relevant.
It does. And not only that, I mean, just the opportunity, the arena
Right.
to be in control.
This your church.
Right. I didn't know that. I was like, yo, I'm going to try this shit. And now I feel, hey, what up, y'all? You know I love this shit.
Right. Been thinking about y'all all week.
Man, because, you know, the time we coming up. And mind you, the first time I saw you was probably about 1999, 2000. You already been in the game because you started in like 92, 91.
Yeah, something like that.
How did you guys meet? How did you?
I saw him
on the circuit. We run into each other.
Yeah.
And on top of that, as crazy as this sound, you know, on the circuit, it's the same women on the circuit. Mm-hmm. So believe it or not, I knew about you before I met you because we all the women who come to the shows and stuff like that. Not saying nobody messing with them necessarily, right. Just they all know each other, and that's how you hear about people a lot of times from. A girl that might know you one way or another. Mm-hmm, okay. Mm-hmm. Your girl, I think it's your baby mom. She used to do like some makeup artist stuff or something, right?
That's my ex-wife.
Yeah. That's how I got to know you because she was doing some makeup on me, and she was like, "Well, Freeze, woo woo." I was like, "I heard of Freeze Love. I see them."
You see what I'm saying? Why the fuck is my name coming up? She's doing your makeup. Why don't you just shut the fuck up and do your job? Don't mess with the talent. That's how come we divorced, motherfucker. You don't know how to do shit.
But that's how, you know, the ladies talk.
I'm just kidding.
If they know you, I don't even remember what it was about, but that's how I met your baby mama.
Shit, Corey, you know that.
But you know, they can't tell me that. Can't nobody tell me nothing about nobody, especially somebody I know, because I trust my instincts.
Right.
Especially abroad. I don't hear nothing abroad has to say about another dude. Just get the fuck out of here. Whatever he was with you, y'all was probably naked. Yeah. I'm sure it was quite different than it'll ever be with me. That's so what you got to say is irrelevant.
That's real.
Yeah, that's cool. That's my kid's mom, and my kids are grown, so I can talk shit all I want. They're fucking adults. Yeah, I'm an adult, like you kids.
I never talked shit about my daughter mom until my daughter was 18.
Yeah, you got.
And it was hard because it was so much shit I wanted to say, and I just kept it in.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest though. I'm thankful to her because my kids grew up and they're awesome kids, and she never had to call me with no bullshit like somebody did something. You know, she kept them out of that and kept them, and you know, all the other shit is neither here nor there because whatever it is, they grew up to be great kids, and for that, I'll always be thankful, and I'll never talk bad about you.
You just did.
That's how we work that though. We gotta cover it up for the lawsuit because you know this is the type.
What do you like for you? You both have kids. When your kids hear your shows, like, do you ever like go, "Damn, I shouldn't have said that because I have a daughter"?
No, all my kids are grown. But when they was young, with me, let me tell you, I knew it was gonna be rough with my 2-year-old. Not my 2-year-old, but my oldest, who's 27 now. When she was 2,
that's crazy. That's
how long I've been doing comedy. Yeah. She saw me do comedy. Her mom, the one that you met, brought her to a show or some, or maybe she saw me on Def Jam or some shit. But all I know is I took her to daycare, the Altadena Christian Children's Center.
You mean the hustle shop?
Right. I take her in there, and I said, "All right, baby, I love you." She said, "I love you, Daddy." I said, "All right." And I go to the parking lot. When you get in the parking lot, you can see the playground. And I see her crawling up to the top of the jungle gym. She said, "Daddy!" I said, "Hey, baby, I see you." She said, "Freeze love, motherfucker!"
Are you serious?
And then she didn't stop. "Freeze love, motherfucker!" "Freeze love, motherfucker!" You know, like Altadena Christian Children's Center parents was like, "What is she yelling? Is she yelling free love?" No, she's yelling freeze love. That's right. Oh yeah, she's yelling freeze love, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, you kids do see that.
They do what you do.
They do what you do.
What about you? Do you have any moments where you were like, "Shit, my kids saw that"?
Well, I mean, like my daughter was probably as this internet thing has evolved.
Right.
You're more accessible to people.
Right.
Like my mother.
Right.
And my daughter. who look at my comedy and they are feel But
Like,
the
damn.
difference between them and the rest of the world, they know me.
Yeah.
Right.
They know I'm all heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's easy for somebody who don't know you, who can take something that you said on stage,
Yes.
not even in public, but on stage, and be like, "That's you."
Yeah.
Because one day when I was with my stepdaughter, this lady walked up to me in El Pollo Loco, and she just was like, "Is that your daughter?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." She was like, "All that stuff is going to happen to her." Really? But I had to explain to my stepdaughter that lady is insane.
That's insane. Let me tell you, what she did is far worse than anything you ever said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you do that to Sally?
Somebody's right, with
You know
your
what I'm
daughter,
saying?
yeah, right.
And I salute you, man, that you didn't snatch her wig off her ass. I'm glad you're a sane brother. And
I am. As I've gotten older, I worry about confrontations. So I really don't even like going out. I used to be the type of guy after the show go out and shake everybody's hand.
Yeah.
But I done had so much drama.
Right.
I just left Sacramento.
Right.
This girl who I knew probably 30 years ago when we worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken came to my show. And she was sitting right up front and she said, "Hey, Corey." And I was like, "What are you for?" "Oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken." I was like, "That's you." You know how you remember all that.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, it was a moment. Then after the show, and I don't even go out to take pictures, but I went out, I took pictures. And this girl was psycho. Grabbing all on me. It was this girl I knew. She was grabbing all on her and all that. And I had to check her.
What did you say?
You know, like, bitch, you doing too much.
Calm
What
down.
wrong with you? The old girl I was for the slapper. It's just, you know, they don't like to bring drama when you at the comedy clubs. But she was looking at me like, "Do you see her?" But I'm saying, it's like, it's insane people out here, but you'll be the cause of it if you're a celebrity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, you're real. I've been in all kind of shit like that where I just have to just think. It's just like I just bite my lip and
Right.
Yeah.
and I have a little fantasy of before I was doing this, like bumping into that motherfucker.
Right.
Like,
I'm no angel.
Right.
Neither. Look, R. Kelly's not an angel.
He's not.
But the girls and they mama who slept with him, they crazy too. But people want to say the entertainer is crazy because it's easy to hold us to some type of accountability while they go back to the real world.
Some entertainers who are
out.
crazy though.
Yeah, they are.
There are.
Most of us are crazy, but I'm just saying, I respect people who respect other space and things like that.
Yeah.
I can deal with your craziness as long as you give me my respect.
Stay out of my square.
Hey, look. Speaking of respect, I don't mean to disrespect you. So
any other time you blow it this way.
Hey, we
But
family.
Right. We get company and all of a sudden you go
I've been
blow the other
blowing
way.
weed on you for years.
Hey, 5150, that's why Freeze ain't come back, because I don't let him smoke in the studio.
Smoke on him, 50.
That's real talk.
Be up there all stiff.
Freeze be waiting on the break, like,
God damn.
all right, this loose talk about bullshit.
Okay.
But mind you, it's only fucking weed.
Right.
Nothing else.
Nothing.
Don't ever get that rumor
else.
started.
All right. Okay, so last night, Grammys. The Grammys were on. And a lot of interesting things in the Grammys, but one of the things that stood out to me was that they had J-Lo do the Motown tribute. And everybody was cracking on it before it happened. And then it happened, and it was like a big boo for me. There was no soul. It was like a Vegas show. So I just like, did you see it?
I don't watch garbage like that.
I didn't listen. Cardi B won Best Rap Album.
And she don't even write the album.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I didn't expect.
She a
stripper.
stripper. Who says the lyrics that somebody wrote
Well, she
for?
says them well.
Yeah, but she says, what is that one song? She says,
People enjoy it.
but come on, man.
And being a stripper just makes her, a top-notch performer.
She also said she be selling pussy, right?
Well, she said, yeah.
I mean,
she said, I did that, and.
But all I'm saying is, think of all the hoes.
Well,
all the hoes of yesteryear.
I know hoes who can write their own raps.
I know hoes that can write
talented
their own
whores.
raps.
Did they though? Did they? Where
it's a time thing, man. This is
time
J-Lo singing the tribute to the House of Soul, Motown.
Right, Motown.
Is sign of the
times. The epitome of black music.
I knew this shit was going downhill when Will Smith went best rapper.
Well, it's like
exactly.
You know why that can happen.
Nothing against you, Will. You're a hell of an actor and you're quite funny.
Right.
What are you saying?
Rap?
I was saying the reason this can happen is because people will do what they have to do to be on television. Like, there was a time when you couldn't take our talents away from us. Mm-hmm. We weren't worried about what we were saying. Like, they took my Twitter account because of the way I speak.
That's some crazy shit. Like, what do you mean?
Like, I say stuff, and there's a lot of women who suffer from unattractiveness. I call them bare-built bitches. That's what I call them. They all of them look the same. They all
grizzly girl.
You know how Bear look when he stand up? When he stand up, that's how all of them look.
Polar.
It ain't a coincidence. But they'll say something to me, and it's normally insulting or slick. But I love it. I go right back at them.
Oh, okay.
But then they go to Twitter and say, look what he said. So Twitter will suspend my account. So now I'm done with Twitter.
Okay.
I won't even appeal it no more because you're not going to stop me from being me. Because if I become what you want me to be, then look at what the world puts out. Yeah. That's why Cardi B can win Best Album. Mm-hmm. J-Lo can represent Motown, like you said, or whatever. Yeah, because it's all watered down stuff for television that we watch.
That's it.
It's
to
not
make
the
it
real
more
soul.
palatable for other audiences.
To find the real artist, the real talent, you actually have to do like back in the day. They used to have talent scouts that would go out and find real talent.
And then
now you have to go find the real talent.
Not only would they find talent, they would develop it.
Yeah.
It would be. They forget that. Right. This shit would. Motown had a whole school.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't just, nigga, you're not just going to come up here and no, you're going to learn how to dance, how to dress.
How to walk.
How to meet people. How to rub elbows with that big bread. Yeah. That's a process, man. Yeah. But they don't teach. No, they're not teaching shit.
No one's teaching that.
Well, now they have, back in the day, it was like 4 channels.
Yeah,
on television.
That's the other thing.
Now they're just looking for content. They don't care who do it. They don't care if they're talented or not. We can make it sound good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, if you have the look, then we can make it sound good. She's got the look.
It's all, listen, it's corporations across the board. This is a corporation country. USA, United States, it should be USC, United States of Corporations. All we are is corporations.
That's true.
Corporations' main objective, only objective, is to make money. So that's all it is. We're just a bunch of bullshit-ass corporations in every field. Comedy, they done wiped all the real comedians out. They trying to. They're trying to.
Well, the real comedians, you have to go find them.
You gotta find
or stumble across them.
Right.
The real hairdressers. You can't look up something in a place and be like, hey, she's got reviews. Yeah, she's cute. Right. You know what I'm saying? But when you get your hair done, you gonna find out. No, this ain't what it is.
Sometimes the motherfucker who do your hair might just be a bald head, like somebody that really wish they had some hair to do.
My barber he has no hair, and the reason he does my hair so good is because it's that I wish I could have some hair. I can see when he be cutting it.
He relishes it.
Sometimes he walk past the front on purpose and look at me like, damn, you got hair.
Okay, what makes a good comedian though? You said like a real comedian. What makes a real comedian?
To me, you answer. You're the guest. You answer that first, Corey.
Well, I think real comedians stand out because they speak their truth. Richard Pryor was on stage. He wasn't, because most comedians, I'm not saying nobody in particular, brag on smoking weed. Right. Richard Pryor used to be like, I must have snorted Peru. You pick up on his authenticity, like all your flaws is what makes you stand out. Yeah. In life. Yeah. Now, of course, you want to be the best person you could be, but while you're not the best person you could be, which you'll never be the best person you could be, but I'm saying, while you're trying to get it together, if you talk about it, people like it because they relate to it. They're not afraid of you. They be like, oh, he's one of us. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I would say the same thing, honestly. the best comedians are the ones that can tap into being themselves. That's Eddie Griffin, who taught me this craft. The first beginning portion of it said, "Nigga, this what you want to get: honesty, courage, and comfort, nigga." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He says, "Honesty, nigga. Tell your honest opinion, even if it's fucked up to the world. If it's your honest opinion, tell it. Have the confidence to tell it, and be comfortable while you got the confidence and you telling your honesty." And that's it. Yeah. You gotta be comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, the audience ain't comfortable. You gotta be.
They pick up when you're not comfortable.
Yeah, they pick up.
I think you can fake it up there. They looking at you.
That's how come you see one. I cannot remember who this was, but I did a show with one comedian. Who the fuck was this? Nigga had on a little bitty coat before little bitty coats was in style. It was like, yo, what are you doing?
A little
bitty coat. And he looked like he just. That's all you can say. This nigga has on a little bitty coat. And this motherfucker went up and he didn't have no jokes about the little bitty coat. He didn't address the little bitty coat.
How about that?
He just tried to act like he was comfortable when it was obvious he was uncomfortable.
Right.
Man, he got in that bomb. You know when you see a motherfucker.
He drop his wallet, he got to leave it there. That coat will bust open if he try to pick it.
Right.
If that probably would have helped him, because that shit would have just shredded off of him. Right. He did good. But he bombed. You know how when people bomb, like you just want to just fucking literally go grab them. Like, nigga, you're not gonna win.
I would tell comedians, if you're bombing, you need to talk about bombing.
Right.
Because when you act like it's not happening, it's like your body can lock up. I've seen it happen. This comedian on BET, he wasn't doing good, and you know they was like, if you go over the time, we gonna cut the light on you. So that time was coming, and he had like 5 seconds. And I saw his body literally lock up on him, freeze. He was like, "That's my time." He can't even get it out.
You're absolutely right.
He should have said, "My time is up. I gotta go, y'all." Right. He was just trying to play it off. Your body is gone out there. Your soul left.
His soul was on the side of the stage like, "Get over here, nigga. Get over here."
His soul had the hook.
Get over here.
That's what they need to bring back, the hook.
Yeah.
The trap doors. Remember the trap doors?
Shit. Something like 10 clowns jump out and beat the shit out. Don't ever come on stage again. Blah, 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 blah.
You know how they had those games where people jump and fall in the water? They need a comedy show where if it's not funny, they pull the lever.
Like a real lever. Right. And you go through a washing machine, all kind of shit. You know,
like on the cartoons, that big boot.
Right. Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Right.
We should do that. We can do that. We can do that on the fucking internet. We can have some real alligators underneath there.
Sharks.
Hell yeah. Get rid of these motherfuckers.
You want a real Netflix special? Let's do that. That's some comedy. You better be funny. That's the name.
You better be funny. That's the name of it.
You better be funny.
Coming this fall.
You better be funny. I like it.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Have a whole bunch of homosexuals waiting downstairs with baby oil.
You better be funny.
You're not funny. You go get it.
Man. And Benny's got sandpaper.
Right. And he's been coughing.
Damn.
I bet he be funny up there.
Tap dance, whatever the fuck.
That's a real show. You better be funny. Have gangbangers beat you up or something. If you ain't funny, homie.
Hey, homie, check this out, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, you better pray you get a giggle.
Right.
A giggle will save your ass, nigga. But if you don't get a giggle, a snort, a chuckle, nigga.
You know what that's going to do? It's going to stop the people who really need to move on from doing it.
Yeah.
Because when you go home like this because you wasn't funny, you know what I'm saying?
How it go, son? I think I'm going to take up auto mechanics. I told you.
I'm going to Master P's son college. I see DC college. You know when he sung that song? Oh my God! When Master P song used to do a commercial. His son used to do a commercial for DC College.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He made a little rap. It was like, oh, that's terrible, but...
You said it's terrible,
but you still root for him.
Trying to get kids in school.
Master P son, you know?
Should have threw it.
College. I was like, oh, my God.
Like my daddy said.
Right. Just say, go to school. That's what he said.
Pick up your books, motherfucker.
Right.
Got a mystical son in there.
Mystical son doing a college commercial.
You better go to school. Better go to school. Better start hard.
My time, you motherfucking ass went to school.
Turning pages. Flipping notebooks, bitch.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay, so all right, we have back in the news again, and I just want to know, what is the deal with blackface? Why are white people so fascinated with blackface? You've got the whole Gucci thing, the sweater. I don't know if you guys are aware, like there's a turtleneck sweater that pulls up over your mouth and it's a cutout for red lips.
Did you see it, Freeze?
I saw that shit. They also got some, what's
Katy
her name?
Perry has some shoes that are like, they have like, look, 2 eyes and then a little nose and then big red lips, you know, so the shoes are beige and black, but on the black shoes, obviously, looks like blackface. Yeah. But I'm like, what the fuck is the fascination with blackface? And then like Virginia, that's off the charts. We got the governor, the lieutenant governor, the state attorney general. Everybody got their blackface drama going on. What is it? What is it?
Well, first off, these motherfuckers. We're in the era of letting it all hang out. As far as for white races, they are not covering shit. They are letting their filters down.
What are you gonna do?
Right. What are you gonna do about it, parch monkey? Right. Look at my sweatshirt. That's what they want.
Yeah.
You're a monkey.
Yeah, you're a monkey. Look, here's your son, H&M.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Little monkey in the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is nothing new.
It's not new, but it just keeps coming and coming and coming.
Hey, fuck all of them. Because I encourage you, if you're white, please purchase that shit. Purchase that shit. Purchase that shit. Purchase that shit, bitch. I want you to wear that shit.
Real talk.
Wear that shit. Please come to the hood in it. Guess what? If you buy that shit, you're gonna bump. There's liquor stores you gotta go into. There's gas stations you gotta pump up your jag. There's all that shit. If you wear that shit, you're that bold.
I'm looking for this thing I saw.
Please wear it. Come to the hood.
First of all, I saw that Gucci
Put some
thing.
thrill in your life.
Yeah.
When I was in the store, but I didn't believe what I was seeing. Like, maybe is it me tripping?
So you saw it on a mannequin, like in the store?
I was in the store because Gucci. I bought a bag from Gucci and I was getting it repaired. And you know, the guy who works there, he was showing it to me, but I was like, that's not what I think it is.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Trying to tell yourself,
and so now that I hear about it in the news, I was like, wow, I did see that.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would try to sell me
that.
It
costs like $890. That's how much the sweater.
Hey man, I'm anti all that bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
I really am. To be quite honest, when you put a $300 price tag on a pair of socks, that offended me. That offended me way more than these little bullshit designs.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you think I'm that motherfucking stupid as a consumer to trick off $300. Motherfucker, guess what I did? And I was like, when I remember, that was in 1983. I took those motherfuckers. I took the whole fucking basket. I had about fucking $2,500 worth of socks. And I slung those motherfuckers for $50 each.
Right. That's how you supposed to do it.
I got
Make some good happen.
I got you, bitch. Fuck you and your lip design.
When I see stuff like that, though, it reminds me of how, like, when these people who have the public eye, like Oprah Winfrey or like a Barack Obama when he was in office and stuff like that, they'll tell you hey, you need to be voting. They'll tell you that quick. But they will never tell the white people, what about all that shit y'all did, though? They'll never say, they'll never call them out. They'll call you out. Because you may feel, I don't vote. I don't do that. This is my hustle out here. I'm out here, I'm hustling. All that nonsense, trying to fit into society, that's for people who have the want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of that. I just want to be able to get my money. But all you people who act like you want to be part of it, why don't you ever challenge white people face to face when you have the mic about who they are and what they do? But you will tell people you need to get out there and vote.
You motherfuckers say rock the vote, but never say rock the cracker.
Right. You
rock the cracker.
Right.
Well, no, but there are people out there who check, the things like this happening. I mean,
who?
Spike Lee and T.I. said they want to boycott Gucci and Prada, and then, other people are like, well, fuck that. Buy products from black designers.
T.I. got in the ass. He used his platform. I feel that.
I do too, and what I'm saying is, there's a certain type of Negro that when they talk, it make my back just lock up. I be like, oh,
Winston Bartholomew of the Morehouse Bartholomew.
I always talk about how Barack Obama will always get up there and make a lot of good points about everything that's safe, but he won't make a point about the treatment of the people who look like him in this country. He speaks. He tap dances around it. Look, there's one thing that I put it like this: if I was around a whole bunch of women that were like cutthroat, scandalous street whores, I could speak to them in a way where I'm not calling them a cutthroat, scandalous street whore and fit in, because I'm bullshitting. But if I talk to him for real, it's like, I don't really respect none of you, but I will fuck you because I'm no good. I got major issues too. Right. I will use your body as a way to get off. But if you died right afterwards, I'll be like, well, I'm through with it. You know what I'm saying? You never see those Dignant brothers talk for real.
Well, what
you
would
see
you
them
have wanted him
talk
to
safe.
say? Give me one thing you would have wanted Barack to say that you feel he didn't say. Step up in the way you wanted.
Well, I'll put it like this: the dude he was running it, the dude who's the president now, I seen him shaking his hand. Do you think I would shake Donald Trump's hand?
Well, no.
I seen Barack. He's bald.
No.
He belonged to the system that's against us. Because if he was a real man, I'm not even saying a black man, if he was a real man, you either against who this Donald Trump guy is, or you're not.
So if you shake his hand, that's it.
But wait a minute, though.
You shaking his hand, you compromised. You
Hold on. Because don't forget, I got to give Barack his props when he roasted that motherfucker.
Who?
What's his name? Barack. He roasted him at his, was it his birthday?
Who you talking about, Trump?
Yeah.
Well, when he wasn't president anymore?
He was president.
The press
Donald.
luncheon,
He clowned.
the dinner.
No one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, where are Biggie and Tupac?
Dinner,
hey, good for Barack. I missed that. I didn't see that.
He actually did it a couple of times, and that was why Trump hated him so much, because he called him out like big time at that banquet.
I mean, I feel what you're saying too. As far as shaking a hand, but
not just shaking the hand freeze.
Right.
That's done just like this is done. This is a production.
Right.
You went with the production. You could have been I'm not finna do that. I do enough, because we all bend a little. But I'm not finna be part of a production to shake some man's hand who, if I'm a moral person at all, let's just talk about how he got over 20 women talking about sexual assault.
Right.
Exactly.
And you, in a production,
this
finna shake his hand, but then the running back from the Kansas City Chiefs lose his job because he get into it with some girl calling him nigga in the hallway.
Right.
Yeah.
And not only that, I mean, exactly though.
But he did get picked up though. He recently got picked up by Cleveland.
Thank God.
But,
that he gets some money.
But when he said production, hey, you're absolutely right. You are part of the production.
Right.
And that's what everything is becoming. Everything is a production.
To deceive the people.
To deceive the people.
And make them feel like something wrong with them.
Right. So I agree. I know what you're saying. That's real.
If I saw Barack Obama and he was coming my way, I would be so worried because I don't want to cake with him and shake his hand and act like I agree with who he is as a man. If I shook Barack's hand, I would be like, oh, yeah.
Yo.
Well, can't you disagree?
Yo, my nigga Charlie Murphy met Barack Obama before he was president.
Did he?
And he signed his book. He signed his book and gave it to Charlie. And Charlie's like, yo, nigga, let me tell you something. This nigga that you see up there, that's not the nigga I met, nigga. I saw the nigga. The nigga was smoking in Newport. The nigga was like, I was like, hey, nigga. Yes, Barack Obama. Signed the book and gave it to me, nigga. And then went back to smoking his cigarette.
Right.
He said,
but to become president, we can't all just be completely ourselves. If you're going to become president,
whatever you want to say to make you sound good for him, I'm just saying.
But, okay, you can't disagree with him on some points and still not want to just dislike him. Like,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I never met him.
Right. But you said if you did, you wouldn't want to shake his hand.
No, hell no.
Oh.
I just feel like he will do whatever he has to do to fit in. I feel like he's one of those men. I could be wrong, but I don't think so from the stuff I saw him do. You're not out here with us. Right. You up there with them. Okay. Looking at us like, y'all need to act right so you can get up here with me while I'm with them. That's how I look at it.
Now,
straight
Corey,
sucker, to be quite honest.
No,
Corey sucker.
Corey, you're never
I hear you, but I disagree.
Never going to be here, Corey. I love you. I think you're hilarious. I particularly love your abortion joke. I think they're quite clever. I'm astounded on how funny I found you to be. And I just want you to know that, hell, man, it's nice to meet you, but if you ever see me outside of this elevator, don't say shit to me.
Right.
I'll completely ignore it. And also, don't say anything to Michelle or to my gals.
I won't. But the way Michelle looks when you talk, say a lot. Have you ever watched her when he talks? She be like, come on, we all black. We know what black women don't approve of something.
Well, yeah.
And I believe it's because she knows you are agreeing to do this shit. And I'm with you because I ain't never seen her do nothing to try and front him on purpose. But the human body cannot help but react a certain way when it feels like it's being bullshitted.
Yeah,
and when he talks, she's like, that look.
She was sick of it.
She was sick of everything. I know she was. I mean, she was ready to go. Ready to go.
The thing is, though, is the shit is bullshit. All of it is bullshit. And hey, I vote too. I do vote. The reason I vote is personal. Straight up. My parents told me, hey motherfucker, you don't vote, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you vote for. But you gonna exercise. You gonna go in that motherfucker and you do that.
Right.
From older school.
Right.
You know, they're from before the veil was pulled back. Nowadays, this fucking our country, the country that we live in, that we were raised in, all of us here, our parents, grandparents, were raised in this land. We didn't ask to come here. They didn't ask. They were cargo. They were, and that's why, you know, the one chick that's running talking about the black people, we all immigrated here. No. No, I'm sorry. You have to understand. Didn't no slaves immigrate here. They were cargo. They was with motherfucking all the other cargo.
Only reason they ain't put them in the cage with the dogs because the dogs will eat them.
Yeah.
Right, and they had to maintain that fear of the dogs to conduct their bullshit. Right. So yeah, this country has yet to see a president that is a descendant of that cargo. We haven't had that. Barack was not it. Barack is African and
well, his mom was white. I'm not sure.
White American.
Right.
Not black American.
We don't know his mom was white.
Why? He said
He said.
Well, we've seen pictures. Why would you dispute it? Like what?
I know that I have heard stuff that I believe his original name is Barry Souter, not Barack Obama.
Okay.
He was groomed for this position as president.
Okay.
So if he one of them people with an alias, everybody I know with an alias got the alias so they can execute their bullshit. We from the motherfucking street.
Right.
Well,
he might be
a game if that's the case. That's straight game if it's that.
But you know what?
Come on, man.
We just said this is a production.
Right.
Okay.
All the motherfucking actors have been cast.
Right.
I saw Barack Obama on a T-shirt with Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Nelson Mandela. Now these are people who was out there in it.
Right.
Do you know when Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela was out there fighting for their cause?
Right.
They
wouldn't be shaking Trump's hand.
They were victims of terrorism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Barack Obama don't need to be on no T-shirt with none of them people. None of them people. Them people have stepped out in the real line of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Barack ain't did nothing but talked about it.
I got a cousin that went to Harvard.
Okay.
With both of them. With Michelle and Barack.
Okay.
He went to Harvard with him. I got a cousin. I got part of my family is very quite astute, black culture, Winston Bartholomew of the Morehouse Bartholomew, members of the Fisk Jubilee Choir.
Right. Yes.
These are black people that pulled themselves up by their bootstraps.
Right.
Yes.
We had lobster bisque for dinner.
Lobster bisque with all sorts of other scrumptious items. Hog mog, for traditional reasons.
I own a brothel.
I own a brothel. Yeah. These type. And my cousins, he's from that. And I saw him on the road, me and Charlie and who else? Rich Murphy, we was all performing somewhere. We bumped into my cousin. I'm not going to say his name because he's an attorney. This motherfucker he's in there.
Uh-huh.
And he said, man, can you believe this motherfucker? It just won? Because it was during the time when Barack had became president. He said, Paul, I went to fucking Harvard with that motherfucker. Barry? Fucking Barry's president?
What do you get
I
Barack
know this
Obama from?
Man.
Well, plenty of people change their names.
But where do you get Barack Obama as an alias?
I know it's something catchy, something that'll reach right into the grassroots of Black America.
I like Barack. We'll keep Barack. But what's the
about
last one?
Shaka Obama. I'll be like,
Stay with Barack.
Barack, yeah. Boom, shaka. Yeah, I will stay with Barack. Barack Obama. Yeah, that would be great. I can hear him cheering now.
Let's just. So are we all good with Obama? Let's write it down.
All right. Hey, how are you spelling that? Is it Obama or Obama?
Right.
Obama.
They'll eat that up.
O-H, Obama? Like Obama?
If somebody changes their name because they find out, my roots are not from that. My mother named me based off what she was going through here in America. That's respectable.
Okay.
Right.
But when you have an alias otherwise, I always look at you like this. Why do you have an alias? Now, people on the streets, I feel like their alias, it's genuine.
Do you have an alias?
I know, I'm Corey. I used to have, when I played basketball, I used to have a nickname called the Dunk Creator because I used to have hops. But I'm just saying, it all explained itself.
I got aliases, man. I can't lie, I got aliases. In Washington Heights,
did
my name
Freeze
is
come
Victor.
from?
Victor in Washington Heights, man.
Victor.
You want to talk to? You want some weed? Talk to Victor.
Right.
Come see me, man.
Right. And it's all.
Holler for Victor.
You explained it. That's what you Victor out there.
You gotta make it work. Listen, they're not gonna trust nobody named Freeze, man.
Right.
Freeze, didn't they gonna try to buy cocaine? No, I don't want that. Just the mortar weed.
Where did Freeze come from?
Freeze, man, Freeze came from first.
Just let it out.
Truth.
Give it to me. Look at that. I done hit him. I don't know.
Summer school.
Summer school.
Me, one of my homies, we was stealing motherfucking Freeze Pops at the Chinese store. We get a lot of them. Like you can't get the other shit, but you can get the Freeze Pops, and they can't see your arm. You go over here to get the motherfucking Sunday sidewalks and all of that good shit. They watching that. They don't give a fuck about the Freeze Pops. But boy, do they give a fuck about them at school. You understand? So here, there was a quarter. I sell them at school for $10. So it was a beautiful thing. A lot of people didn't know my name. So it was like, yo, get it from that Freeze kid, Freeze.
Really?
Yeah, and that was the name, Freeze. Okay. I kind of wore out, but then I started rapping. Okay. And I was like, yo, I'm going to use my name, Freeze, my OG name. Yeah, because, this is in the era of, there's a lot of cold shit going on. Ice-T.
Just Ice.
Chili Chill. Just Ice. Chill Rob, Chill Rob G.
Right.
It's like, it's got to be something. I had a kid, this kid named Baron Payne. And Baron was an exchange student from, of all places, Brooklyn, that had moved to California, went to Pasadena High School. You remember New York? Mm-hmm. We call him New York, all right? But we had went on lunchtime. This motherfucker says, yo, man, you be always saying those rhymes, because I was a rapper. I was going to be a rapper. I don't know what I was rapping Paul, Yeah. I was a bagging rapper. Mm-hmm. Like I had mixed bagging and with like, damn, is that your mama's coat? Damn, you got a head like a goat.
Right.
See this girl all dressed
talent,
up? Yeah, I was like flipping it. Yeah. So he's like, yo, you should become a rapper. And I was like, a rapper? You mean like fucking like who? Egyptian Lover?
Right.
This is 1980, 81. This is the West Coast. It's not the East Coast. We didn't have all the references. The only people we knew that was rapping really was, Ice-T and who else? Just Ice, right? So I figured, okay, if you're a rapper, you gotta have something cold. He says, yeah. I was like, well, niggas used to call me Freeze. I didn't like it because, I was like, nigga, my name ain't no Freeze, nigga. You buy Freezes, Freeze Pops, nigga.
Right.
But I said, I'm gonna keep that. He said, yeah, you should put like a WC, like a West Coast. And I was like, WC? Yeah, WC Freeze. Kind of like W.C. Fields.
Right.
Yeah, because I want to keep the comedy part. He's like, yeah, you should. And he said, yo, come across the street, man. I'm going to show you some more records, because his aunt lived across the street. He took me across the street. He showed me Funky 4 plus one more, Kumo D and the Treacherous 3, a Finesse and Sequence album, a Just Ice album. And I was like, he's like, this is hip-hop. And he put that shit on. And I was like, yo, this, because we had heard Rappers Delight.
Right.
But, that was just on the radio, and it was like, those were the only niggas in the world doing that at this point to us.
Yeah.
He played that shit. I was like, what is it, hip-hop? Oh, hell yeah. So then I changed my name to, I still remember the first rap. See, that's the thing. Everybody want to talk about these kids and they bullshit rapping skills nowadays. Mm-hmm. I don't hold it against them. Because they don't know. They don't know. The real has been getting blocked out for years. Mm-hmm. It's nothing new. You ain't the people you think is real ain't even real, man. There's a lot of MCs coming up that just they weren't saying the shit that they wanted them to say.
Rappers today are held to the standard of BET.
Yeah.
Of which who was on BET?
Viacom.
Viacom.
Oh boy, Rob Johnson sold that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sold it to Viacom.
Got robbed by old girl.
Owns MTV.
Like you was talking about earlier.
Nickelodeon. What else? A gang of shit. A gang of shit. It's really one company.
It's screening.
yeah.
It's screening TV to say what's safe in their eyes.
Exactly.
And mind you, this is for no other reason other than monetary gain.
No more shows like Teen Summit. You got to have T.I. wife on there talking about what they was doing that day.
Because all of those shows, you remember, like all of those shows, they snuck in. This is when Bob Johnson only, he was like, hey, this is what the people want, this is what we're gonna put. And then the Viacom guy was like, yeah, we're gonna wring it out and then water it down with some new water. And get all of this conscious shit. Get it the fuck. I was the
We
part
about
of
to make
hip-hop.
these young girls act like the girls they see on BET, because that's who they act like. All these love and hip hop type girls.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they've been fed. That's what they think it is.
Yeah.
And it's not that, y'all. It's not that. That's all of this shit. The whole culture, everything. They got these young kids pumping pills.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the biggest money-making corporation in this country?
Drug dealers.
Motherfucking pharmaceutical.
And that make it
pharmaceutical.
sound good.
Yeah.
Drug dealers.
Now,
right. That's all it is.
Now they got the rappers pumping drugs, pills, right?
Yeah.
Now mind you, I saw the game switch. When we had it, self-destruction. You had it for self-destruction. You know, we had that. That was a song. What else do we have? We're all in the same game. We're all in the same game.
Right. And I'm finna pop some pills after the song.
It's done. Because why? That was still in our control. But then all of a sudden, hey, gangster rap, which was a natural occurrence, but it was grabbed a hold of immediately and utilized to feed the mass incarceration that we see today. Whatever they want to sell, they use us to sell it. Right now, they're using us, our culture, to sell pills. Got all these kids out here, pill heads, not understanding that shit is not cool.
Right.
That pill shit is bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You take somebody like a rapper from back in the day like Scarface, even if they was gangster rappers, they still used to rap about stuff, about who they are, and basically try to warn you about what could happen to you, and, you know, look at me, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember the songs they had? You can go through Scarface, all those people who were out there, there was gangster rap. The most gangsterest rap was NWA. You know what I'm saying? But Scarface used to have songs, I got a head, but ain't no screws in it. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I understand what you're saying. Just what you just said, though. How I'm looking at it. You say the most gangster rap was NWA.
It was. Back in the day, nobody had heard nothing like that.
You're not heard. Because they wasn't allowing other shit to get heard. At that time, this is a rap. I'm going to do a rap.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
You don't do something like NWA back in the day?
No.
I got the
I'ma
boyfriend.
do
Bitch,
you.
stop lying. We ain't never heard no shit like that until they came out with that shit. I was like,
All
what?
right.
This is
Now,
shit.
at that time, the rap that I had at that era, this is the rap that I had that was in the studio. DJ Broadway, what up, homeboy? 360 Productions. In hip-hop, doing shows, shopping deals. This is the rap I had at that time. Through my morning window shine the rays of mighty Ra. Once again, the African has been awakened by Allah. Still half sleep, I rise up in my bed, stare at the wall, and then I rub my shaven head. Facing to the east, and then I say my morning prayer. Plug into the power of the mighty atmosphere. Righteous truth now warms my soul. For all that is new in reality is old. For how many times has the mighty raw shined? For how many times has an African rhymed? The number is countless. Time is invalid. Pen strikes the paper with the force of a mallet. Heartbeat be bumping to the beat of a bongo. Blood is pumped steadily from the heart of the Congo. Skin is like that of the Kemet Nusan. I fear no man cause I see the whole plan. No matter what happens, I'ma remain humble. So I don't give a fuck if I choke or crumble. Cause I'ma keep coming up again and again. I write with my soul, not a mind my new pen. Before you will quote this, be aware that I wrote this solely alone, but my soul is my focus. Now that you know this, watch me explode this gauge of gusto. I call personality. My culture is deep. You could never outpower me. That's enough. Bring in those guys with the Jerry curls.
No, but look, check this out, Freed.
Right.
What
And
you
that's
just
real.
said, that's the type of rap that Viacom, the government's company, was created to stop from going on the air. Because I remember Ice Cube had a group called, what was it, Gorillas in the Mid? What was the name of the group? Lynch Mob.
Lynch Mob.
Here they is on the rap with a dude holding a pistol to President Lincoln head. They had a song called Buck the Devil. They was like, them white people, look, we cannot have this on public television.
Right.
So what I'm saying, Freeze, the rap that you came right there, they don't want the world to know that you think like that.
No.
They want the world.
And look, this is in 1987. Okay? 87, man.
They
That's
want the
what
world
goes on.
to think that brothers be like, I woke up in this new Bugatti. That's what they want. That's what they want. Give them that. That's good. You're good.
Yeah,
You
bring in
on
some
your
champagne.
way.
No, only light-skinned girls, huh? Sorry.
Right.
It's so better. Fuck that.
Right.
How can you change it though? Like, do you what
But
can you
number
do to
one,
make a difference?
This is the thing. I feel all these hip-hop artists who the industry is pushed out because they don't sell. They say, oh, no, hey, remember now, they don't sell like the shit that's being pumped, okay?
Right.
Support these old school artists like KRS-One, like all of Wu-Tang, like all of these real MCs. Support them. Purchase their things. Support them. Listen to them. Introduce them to your kids, because this is a culture. This is our culture. Okay, our culture. What we've seen is what they've wanted us to see. It's deeper than that.
Right.
It's way deeper than that, and there's a lot of love and strength in what we really are. Teach them this. Hip hop is not over. Okay, this is nothing over. It's not over till the people that created it is dead. They're not dead. I mean, at what age did Miles Davis, was he too old to perform jazz? When did that happen? When did Dizzy Gillespie say, oh no, I'm too old to perform and tour and play? Nah, I'm too old to create.
Yeah.
You know, fuck all the hits you made back then, that's great. Make some more hits.
Yeah.
Go in there, go hard, and support them when they make those hits. Because, man, this shit is timeless if you really know what's good. Good is good. It ain't got no time. It's like I like the new day that we live in a lot of ways too. Like this Netflix shit. They got a lot of shit on there that you would not see otherwise.
True.
I saw this shit on fucking Sam Cooke. Did you see that?
This weekend I watched part, but I didn't finish it.
Man, Sam Cooke, who I'm here, I'm 53, and know all of this. You send me, you know, all of these songs, Chain Gang, all of that shit, all of that's who I know. Do you know Sam Cooke was a motherfucking writer? Sam Cooke had a meeting with Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Sam Cooke. Those four brothers actually was together, and when that happened,
People were nervous.
the feds turned it up on him.
I tell you,
Turned it up on him.
you have to, like that question you asked,
About what you can do.
the one thing that you can do is speak on it. You can't get to the point where you're scared to say what is supposed to be said. Not if you're scared to speak on what's happening to you, like I'm saying somebody is slapping you but you won't say nothing. You've been punked, and I feel like our whole nation has been punked because we won't say what's happening to us, even though it's obvious what is happening to us right now. I mean, we know that they murdered. Like, look, you can't prove this because they made it where you can't prove it. Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. Those people were murdered
for their catalogs. That's why her daughter was killed too, because they was like, well, you got to give to her. They was like, no, get her too. We know that our people are getting murked, but we don't have the courage to stand up and do nothing. If you too scared to even say what you thinking, like most of us do, we gonna stay in the motherfucking dark age where the people who are the weak are living the best, and us, the strongest, which is obvious because almost everything that we do, we stand out in it.
Right.
We the ones who are always struggling. You can't never get to the point where you're scared to say what it is.
Right.
If you ever get to that point, then you done. You useless to us. You heard that, Barack? You didn't say what it was for real when you had the open mic. So I know who you are.
I'll tell you, man, it's like my man Cornel West, Dr. Cornel West.
He was out there in Ferguson, got arrested and everything because no matter what you say about him, you could tell he about his people.
Let me tell you.
Well, why has he been? Well, Cornel West and what was the other one? They haven't been saying much about Trump. They was all over Barack, but they haven't been saying much about Trump.
But you know what? How do we know this?
I saw Cornel West say a lot about
I've
Trump.
seen, mind you, I actually laid eyes on Cornel West. I've never seen Trump in real life. I've never seen Barack Obama in real life. But I've actually laid eyes on Cornel West, who was walking in Harlem with his wife and his daughter.
Right.
Walking on, I believe it was 8th Ave, which is Frederick Douglass Avenue, because I remember looking like, God damn, I'm on Frederick Douglass Avenue, and Cornel West looked like Frederick Douglass. It's crazy. And it was on 125th, and he was walking, and he was talking, and he was there, no security. This man was there with the people. So that's the first thing that I saw about him. Then,
what he said about what's the president now? I'll be blanking.
Trump.
What he said about Trump on CNN when that one black dude was taking up for Trump was so profound. It needs to be played every day because he was basically telling them, don't lie for him.
Your president that you have disliking for, he denies it, and if you defend him, then you're defending the denial. You and I know that it happens all the time. You and I know that these brothers are standing up as they kneel in order to put a spotlight on this issue. That means race is very much, not just race, justice, fairness. Race is too abstract. Justice, fairness, treating black people with dignity and decency. That's a fundamental issue as to why they're doing what they're doing. The president denies it. You support the president, therefore you support the denial, as I understand it, unless you're breaking with the president publicly at this moment. That'd be a beautiful thing too, my brother.
Like maybe Barack said some things that's profound and I missed it. But trust me, sister, when I tell you, I watch Cornel West because I know how intelligent he is. And I'm like,
And he was getting on Barack when it wasn't popular.
yes.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
He
saying.
was on him,
through the
checking
whole
him
Barack
like, wait,
presidency,
now, wait a minute, brother.
We couldn't hear enough from Cornel West on Barack.
Shit.
But it's not like he's all over the place talking about Trump. And
Well, he's not on those CNN
But that
panels
doesn't
he used
mean,
to be on.
all I'm saying is,
Right.
guess what? He might be on
But then that
145th and St. Nick.
From what I've seen of Cornel West, he is with the people, he's of the people, and like you say, he walks amongst the people.
Right, true, but like you said he's not on those CNN panels like he was before.
Yeah.
But okay, now we go back to the whole machine. Why? Because it
Maybe they
served a
don't let
purpose
him.
when he was going,
Have you thought maybe they don't let him?
That's my point.
Well, you
That's
know
exactly
that's what it
but
is.
that's my point. So it was fine when you were, you had plenty to say in opposition to Barack, but now when it could be Trump, we don't want you around.
I just don't understand why black people take up for Barack in any way.
No, I'm not taking up. No, I am going to take up for him because I respect your opinion, but I just disagree with it.
I get it.
But I'm just saying there's across that board as far as the grooming of a president goes. Every white president has been groomed. They have gone through the entire process through the Ivy League. Look at Brett Kavanaugh in the fucking Supreme Court. I mean, all of that.
I remember when
Jimmy
Jimmy Carter. There's now Jimmy, who is this fat guy drinking beer? I'm his brother Billy. And you can buy Billy Bear. This thing was like my brother president. He was all goddamn right.
Jimmy Carter Carter,
Jimmy Carter.
I don't know a lot about Jimmy Carter, but I do remember when he got on air and was talking to the American people like they was his brothers and sisters.
Jimmy Carter,
That wasn't no
let me tell
set
you.
up speech. He actually thought he
Read
could
Jimmy
holler at you.
Carter's. Read Jimmy Carter's book. Jimmy Carter
And
talked about
he is who we think
up
he
until
is.
he was like 12 years old. He thought he was black. His best friend was black.
But see, look
best
what
friend
I'm
was
saying.
black.
Okay.
I didn't know that, but I saw that speech when he was talking to the American
I was
public.
quite
It wasn't nothing phony. He was like, "Look, let me tell y'all something." You know, I mean, of course he wasn't talking like that, but he was really talking to the American public.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they don't ever put Jimmy Carter. They never go to Jimmy. He's a president that's alive right now.
Yeah,
as
still building
Barack
houses.
is, as is Clinton. Yeah, but you pump them.
Yeah.
You pump motherfucking Hillary Clinton more than you pump
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter. Jimmy
Right.
Carter's a president, man.
Right.
But they don't want Jimmy Carter up there because Jimmy Carter's a peanut farmer from Georgia.
Yeah.
And he may say something from the heart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He will. He's going to. He's going to. He wrote in his book, he had a black friend. He said, I'm going to be worried. I was quite surprised to realize that he was black and I was white. It was like, wait a minute.
Trump speaks
I'm
from the heart.
different.
Well,
Trump
yeah.
speaks
But he was
From
put
a
there
pretty
on
hard-
purpose to serve the people who are basically trying to bring this chaos thing to full circle to justify what they're about to do.
Yeah.
They're already grabbing them babies from Mexico, taking them from their mama,
Right
and
in front of your eyes.
Right in front of your eyes.
And now we
And now, motherfucker, they just got the other one, 21 Savage. He's like, hey, man, let go. Stop talking like that. Talk how you talk at home. Hit him with that rod, Roy. I want you to. Out you go.
everybody feels safe, but it's coming
No,
to
I
all
don't
of
feel
us.
safe. I don't feel safe.
All of that stuff that's happening and people say, Corey, why you take up for the Mexican people? But Trump is using them as the jump off for what he's about. Not what he's about to do, what the powers that be have intended for what's going on in this nation.
Yo, man, and let me tell you better just pay attention. Listen, right now, my Mexican brothers and sisters, my latte. Hola, mira. Un momento, por favor. Listen, we familia. It's your familia. Get friends with the Mexicans. They are 51% of this state.
Yeah.
Okay, that means they are the majority. Now we know my Mexican brothers and sisters love to multiply.
Yeah.
They don't play. Listen, I don't give in. I'm not gonna put nothing on my day.
Just because I'm 50 don't mean I can't have this baby.
50 more. 50 more. We have a lot to do. A lot of fucking to do. We're going to do it. You better do your part. Black people, you better start fucking. That's what we did.
Joe won't know what mine died.
Okay. All right. So we need a health tip. I mean, like, do you have any particular health things that
on
you
the road? How do you stay healthy? Because
Yeah.
I know, you got green room food. This.
I tell you what, man. If you are especially an entertainer who travels, I ain't gonna lie. One thing I watch from Caucasian comics, a lot of them have the discipline to go shopping for what they're gonna eat while they're on the road and have it in their room.
Okay.
They have their little kale sandwiches and all like that in
some
their
kale
room.
chips, Corey.
Right.
You like some Corey?
I tell any entertainer, if you're on the road, if you don't know what you're going to eat while you're on the road, you're going to get fat than a motherfucker.
Yo.
Do you do that? Do you pull yourself together before?
My lack of discipline it kicks me in the ass sometimes, but at least I know. Sometimes I just go straight. I find me like a Whole Foods or something. I like guacamole and stuff like that. I eat that during the day. Because, when you out at night, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you fuck up and you just eat whatever.
Right.
But Waffle House.
Any entertainer, you better know what you gonna eat while you on the road, or you gonna eat bullshit all day.
Yeah.
Real bullshit. Fried shit.
Right.
Especially when you get all up in your neck of it with Chicago. Yo, not Chicago so much now, but y'all eat a lot of motherfucking meat, man. Yeah. Red meat salads. You motherfuckers, let me get a meat salad with pork and steak. Yeah, they'll
Right.
sprinkle a little chicken on the top.
Right.
Yeah, they meat eaters. This the Midwest. That's the meat packing, right? All that.
Right.
That's like my parents.
Get an Angus salad.
An Angus salad. Like, right.
Exactly.
Okay, so do you have anything health tip wise?
What rubber?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, that's a healthy tip.
That's a
Sure.
That's not a health
Cover
tip.
it up.
That's a health must, you young motherfucker.
Don't nobody stick with it though.
Yo, man. Thus, we have a court system.
And child support.
That's the whole system waiting for your non-rubber wearing ass. Whole system for you, all you aggressive guys, all you eager to procreate with no. Anyway,
Or you can learn how to trip a girl.
I didn't put all them marbles on the steps. Why would I do that?
About 8.5 months is about time for that trip.
Let's go to the window.
Break the elevator in the building. We gotta take the stairs.
That is
I was trying to help you out.
That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Okay, there we go. So anyway, Corey, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
here.
Man,
I
I had
mean
a
it,
ball.
homie.
And you
Thank
have to
man.
come back.
Come
and
back.
do this again.
My house is your house.
Yeah, 5150
We're gonna see y'all on the
Nation.
road.
Yeah.
It'll be a Savior's Day this Sunday coming up, and it's something different for me because I think I'm gonna get a chance to meet the brother Farrakhan, who was one of the first men who I ever heard speak honestly about life. You know, I never heard nobody talk like that before, and I look forward to shaking his hand and telling him thank you for showing me something that nobody ever showed me in school. I didn't even know people could think like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's big.
Right on.
It's big for me.
Man.
And you have something coming up, don't you?
Yes, I got something on the 21st. I'm looking for it right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll put it up
Yeah,
graphically.
21st. Okay, so everybody, thank
21st.
you. Say bye.
Bye-bye, y'all. Why you rushing us? Acting like
Because
man, you got plenty of
in
film.
truth, the battery's about to run
Fuck it,
out.
let it roll out. Let that
It's like, that's the only reason I'm rushing. It's like, because it's about to run out, and then all your, chat room people were like, why is she rushing you? I'm like, I'm not trying to.
Y'all see she be
It's
rushing.
a production. It's a production.
Production. Don't listen to production, man. We in that house, man. What kind of fucking production is this?
Did you enjoy yourself? Okay, you gotta come back.
Could you give me some other free?
No.
Let the puppy out the room.
We know. Well,